What is going on? I'm going to tell you a symptom that I dealt with pretty much on a daily basis. So if you're dealing with eye sensitivity to light, and specifically, this is actually a pretty common symptom. More so if you're going through panic attacks or anxiety attacks because you have more adrenaline going through your body. And what that is doing actually is just opening up your eyes more. So scientifically, that is just making your pupils dilated, so it's bringing in more light than it normally would. So it's like a light overload more so than just your eyes being sensitive. But for purposes of search engines, that's what I labeled it as, because that's what most people think. They think that their eyes are just sensitive. Well, I wouldn't say that. I just would rather, you understand the science behind that you actually are just bringing in more light because the adrenaline and your hormone changes in your body are causing your pupils to be dilated. So, long story short, that's why it's happening. So what I was going through was just every single night I was having these horrible panic attacks, horrible insomnia, so I would have a higher than usual amount of adrenaline. Now, if you don't have panic disorder, I'm not saying that this isn't possible for you to have this issue, because if you just have high levels of anxiety all day, then you can still very well experience this. I'm just saying if you have panic disorder, you are more likely to deal with this, especially after a long night of being up and dealing with panic attacks. So I would get up, and the sun would be directly above me whenever I would go to work. It was probably by 11 a.m. or about 12 p.m. whenever I would get up and go to work. And at this time, the sun's right above me, so I shouldn't have any issues. It wasn't like I was looking into the surface of the sun, but it sure felt that way. Even though the sun was directly above me, it was like I was looking directly at the sun and, from a walking point of view. And then I would get in my car, and it was just like I was struggling to hold my eyes open. I'd be like doing that kind of stuff, and it didn't make any sense to me. At first, I had health anxiety, so I was like, oh God, I have a brain tumor, my vision's starting to leave me. And I did a video actually over distorted vision and blurry vision, so if you haven't seen that, check that out. I just didn't go over this specific symptom. Those two are also caused by your pupils being dilated, and it brings in extra light, and these can cause vision changes. But one of the ones that just plagued me was this overwhelmingly sensitivity to light, and I just wanted to pull over when I would drive to work. Eventually my eyes would start to adjust, but it was just the mornings. I would get up and I would go to work, and it was just pretty much unbearable. I was miserable. Add that to all the other chest pains and all other crazy panic symptoms I would have on my way to work. It was just a nightmare. I didn't look forward to stepping out of my home, so this didn't make anything easier. Now, this sounds silly, and you might think, duh, but I was not a big sunglasses type of guy, so I didn't like wearing sunglasses. It was just not my thing. It wasn't my style. Didn't like that on my face. I just felt like it hindered my vision, and I just didn't like it. But light bulb went off in me, and I was just like, well, maybe if I wear sunglasses, it would help. And so I would actually start wearing sunglasses, and it would pretty much fix it 100%. I wasn't dealing with this overwhelmingly sensitivity to light anymore, and it was just an easy fix for me. Now, I don't encourage you just to fix the symptom, do some quick relief for it, and not handle your anxiety, because handling your anxiety is going to handle the big picture. I'm sure that sensitivity to light is not your only symptom of anxiety. If that's your only symptom of anxiety, then you got it pretty good in my opinion, because I had a million miserable symptoms every single day. But guys, yeah, this is just another thing that I went through. If you're going through it, don't freak out and think the worst. This is very, very normal if you have high levels of anxiety. So yeah, I hope you got something out of this. If you have dealt with this, please let me know down in the comment section. I'm curious to see how many of my subscribers have actually dealt with this who have high levels of anxiety. So let me know down below. Oh yeah, some other quick ways that you can relieve that. Don't be looking at bright stuff all night with your lights off. This is not only going to make your sensitivity to light worse, it's actually going to keep you from going to sleep, and insomnia is not going to help your symptoms of anxiety. So make sure that you're not looking at bright screens all night. That goes for your phone, that goes for your TV, your laptop. If anything, just dim the lightness, the brightness on that. I've had to learn to do that, and it actually helps me get to sleep more often. But yeah, guys, you need to handle your anxiety. You need to be doing all the things that I preach in all my videos. So that means working out, that means exercising, meditating, your positive affirmations, writing in a journal, having a support group or support system to help you out with this. So make sure that you're getting that under control. If you got something out of this, like I said, give me a like, leave me a comment. Also subscribe if you haven't, and hit the notification bell next to it so you get updates whenever I have my videos. And join the Facebook group. We are over 100 members finally, and I'm really, really proud of that. And those guys are awesome. They're helping each other out every single day. Follow my Instagram account for pictures and quotes. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And if you're struggling out there, keep fighting.